Alright guys, happy Thursday. As you guys know, we're still keeping up the Outside the Box workout series, so you guys can still do these workouts at home. Even if you're a CFW member here and you don't feel comfortable quite yet coming back, still feel free to do these workouts, stay consistent, keep up with your health there. For you guys that are following outside of CFW, again, we're going to keep this series still going. We're not planning on stopping here, and we want to prioritize that health for you guys, so keep on following our videos on the daily basis there. I'm going to get straight to it and pass it to Chris for the workout of the day.
Alright guys, so for today we have a 20-minute EMOM. So every minute on the minute, you're going to do one of the following movements. In the first minute, you're going to do 10 to 20 box jumps. So you can do step-ups instead of box jumps, but we're trying to get your cardio going here. So if you are doing step-ups, just keep it at a quicker pace. I know I've done step-ups before on box jumps at a faster pace. You can get that cardio certainly going if you just keep it moving quicker. Pick a height that you're safe to jump on. So don't, if you know, like a 24-inch box is really pushing your limits, that's not the right box for this workout. You want to pick something you're safe jumping on. We said 10 to 20, give you a broad range. You should aim for about 40 to 45 seconds of work. So if you can do, if 10 box jumps takes you 45 seconds, just stick to 10. If you can do all 20 in 40 seconds, perfect. 35 seconds, great. Just find your range. Try to stay consistent with that range as the workout goes on. Even though you might get tired, your reps might go down a little bit, you give yourself a number to shoot for. After that, we got 3 wall climbs, pretty straightforward there. Just really focus on your form on those wall climbs. It's about keeping that core brace as you go through them. Trying not to overarch the back on the way up. You're just building some strength on that movement. Then you're going to go for 5 rounds. You're going to do 1 right side kettlebell or dumbbell clean, so getting the weight from the ground to the shoulder. And then you're going to go for 1 more right side kettlebell snatch or dumbbell, so from the floor to straight overhead. So that doing 1 plus 1 is 1 rep. You're going to do that 5 times on the same arm. Then you're going to go in the 4th minute for a 150-meter run. If you're not sure, if you don't have the distance, you can also go for 10 calories on a bike or a rower. That's another option. 10 burpees is also another option. Again, you want to find something where you're getting your cardio going again and you're working for about 45-ish seconds. Then you're going to go in the 5th minute for that same kettlebell or dumbbell complex of the clean and then the snatch, but on the other arm. So you're doing 5 rounds of that. Pick a weight, guys, for those kettlebells or dumbbells where you're going unbroken. You never want to have to stop for a break in that movement. Again, it's going to be another cardio building movement, so and technique building movement. So just focus on this workout is definitely a good skill building workout sprinkled in with a lot of cardio. It looks like a really fun one. Enjoy that one, and we're going to pass it to Yash for the afterburner.
Alright guys, so after that workout, we got a quick little afterburner. 2 minutes of that L-sit again. We've done this in the past before, so we'll see if you can push yourself to hold it a little bit longer or progress a little bit more based on your last time doing the 2 minutes of that L-sit. So this could mean if you have that L-sit, try and hold it. If you've been holding it for 15 seconds, try and push for that 20 or 25 seconds per set. Or if you've been doing knee tuck holds instead, see if you can kind of get closer to that L-sit by extending your legs. Maybe it's about halfway between that L-sit and that knee tuck. You're still progressing towards it, and you do all of that within the 2 minutes. So you're trying to progress to the next stage there. So again, see what you did last time. If you haven't done this one, again, break it up based on your technique there and how comfortable you feel with the movement. Don't try to max out each set there. Hope you guys enjoy that afterburner. We'll see you guys next for the warm-up.
All right, welcome to the warm-up here. Starting off with about 2 minutes of work that gets your heart rate going. So, option here, pick something that you have accessible to you, whether you go for a jog, 400-meter run, you jump on a machine and you do calories for 25 calories, or you do 50 jumping jacks. Start with something that's about it's about 2 minutes worth of work just to get that heart rate going before you get into the workout or warm up. The warm up here. Now we're doing 3 rounds. We're gonna start off with some side planks. So going to the floor. Progressions could be side plank off the elbow and off the shins. Remember, if that's what you're doing, make sure you're feeling your sides, your obliques firing up. You can then progress yourself to the next progression, which extend your legs, hips up, 15 seconds here, or if you want to progress to the next one, going onto your hands, 15 seconds. But 15 seconds on both sides. When you're done that, find an object that you can hold in front of you. Kettlebell, dumbbell. I'm going to use a plate here for the temple front squat. For your temple front squat, don't just hold the weight, the object in front of you like a goblet squat. Think about that front rack position. So shoulders pin back, push the elbows under the object, depending what it is. Might be not as high. Some of you might be able to go higher if you're using maybe a barbell, if you're using even the plate. You can go a little bit higher than you would for a kettlebell. Think about a tempo. So take it nice and slow going down. Imagine it's about a 4 count. When you get to the bottom, drive back up. Again, nice and slow in your squat, on your descent. When you get to your bottom, rebound it back up. Going for 5 of those. Then we're going for box jumps. We use a plate here, depending what you have at home. Maybe it's a stack of some objects, maybe it's a park bench. You're gonna jump up, nice and tight. When you land it, jump back down if it's possible. If not, you can step down from your object depending how high your object is. You're gonna be doing 10 of those, repeating everything 3 rounds, so 15 seconds side plank on both sides, 5 tempo squats going nice and slow on the way down, fast on the way up, and then 10 box jumps on a object. Have a good warm up, hopefully gets you going. Now find yourself an object, going for box jump for 15 box jumps. You can step down, or you can jump up and jump down as long as you're not doing this. Open your hips at the top in your jump. When you're done, it's going to show you guys your walkout progression. You can simply walk out, guys, to that push-up position and then walk back in. Now, if you want to progress a little further, you're going to walk a little further. But keeping in mind, guys, that you want to stay hollow, so nice, flat back. Reach out as far as you can with control. Then walk your hands back, guys, to your feet. Third progression, using the wall, guys, going into a wall climb. As we showed in the warm-up, guys, you want to stay hollow as well. Still, though, keep those thighs off the wall as much as possible, and then walk yourself back down. If you're doing wall.
All right, guys. So in that complex, we have that right side kettlebell clean or that dumbbell clean, and then into that snatch right after. So we start off with that clean first. Again, you guys can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. Remember, first thing is when you're picking up that object off the floor, back and chest up nice and tall. Make sure those shoulders are directly above those heels. Keep your back nice and flat in that position. Once you drive up through the legs, nice and explosive, pull the elbow through and get that object into that front rack position. When you catch it, you'll notice I bent my knees there, and then here I'm going to stand it up to finish that movement. So you guys can catch that clean in that power clean position, the hips back, knees bent, and chest nice and tall. So that would be the dumbbell or kettlebell clean option there. After you finish that clean, we're gonna bring that object back down again. Same thing, back and chest up tall, looking straight ahead. Gonna be explosive a little bit more this time and pull completely through and get that object directly overhead. That dumbbell is going to be over top of my shoulder there. I like to think about keeping that bicep nice and close to the ear and make sure I'm squeezing those shoulder blades together to get that nice stable base in my shoulders to hold that object overhead. So again, with that dumbbell or kettlebell snatch, back just up tall, driving straight up, locking out, hips locked out, knees locked out, everything is in a nice straight line. So again, that complex, clean, then snatch. All right, so if you want 2-minute abs, you'll come to the right place. So we're gonna do 2 minutes of that L-sit hold, guys. I'm gonna show you guys some different variations that you can do. Obviously that L sit is pretty advanced to do, so we need to use some progressions to build up to it. So for that L sit, guys, basically what we want to try and do is use those hip flexors, use those lower abs to kind of curl up into that V shape. So to start off, we can start off in our leg raise position with our hands back, and we can come up for that leg lift, so keeping both legs straight, holding this position. See if that's challenging. If this is challenging, use this progression for your L sit today. If you want to challenge it a little bit more, obviously bring those hands a little bit closer, lift up. You guys can use that as a progression for your L sit. So if you feel comfortable there, you can do those progressions. And you feel comfortable with the supporting with your body, you guys can, again, you don't have to use parallettes here. You guys can use chairs or any two supports. Make sure they're not moving or they won't get out on you. So find those supports. To start off, you guys can go into that knee tuck position, so you don't have to go with your legs completely straight. So lock out those elbows, make sure you get good support on those PVC pipes, or sorry, the parallettes. Lift those knees up, keep the knees close, and then see how that is. If you find that's challenging, let's just stick to that progression today. If you find it's hard to hold for about the 10 to 15 second range, or even less, that's a good progression to work on. If you feel comfortable, you can start raising just one leg out in front, keep the opposite bent. That's one progression to work on to start to get to that full L sit. Biggest thing here, guys, if you even start to build up to that full L sit, make sure you're really pushing into those parallettes and staying locked. Sometimes you start bending at the elbows and losing that stability. You really want to focus on the core and those hip flexors to pull those legs up. So again, once we're in that position, staying nice and tight, pushing hard on those parallettes. 2 minutes, guys. Hopefully you guys get your abs after these 2 minutes. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the